This computer, are we rolling? Finally. The lighting here is absolutely horrible. I need a lighting director. I need a lighting director when I do the blogs. Today is Jarreds' prom, and right now he's having a wonderful time. It's about 5 and 9. The prom started at 7 o'clock tonight, and I feel left out because I want to go to the prom. Well, it's easy for me to say. It's his girlfriend's prom in Yeza. It's a very sweet, lovely girl. We like her very, very, very much. And next week is Jarreds' prom. So it's not Jarreds' prom, it's in Yeza's prom. But who cares? It's the prom. And through all the years, when it comes around to May, I think about all the high schools are having proms, they're having graduations, and it's so exciting. And I see kids in their dresses, and I see the limousines, and I get so melancholy, if that's the word. And I feel so left out. Because I'm like Gig Young on the Twilight Zone episode. Nobody knows what the hell I'm talking about. Maybe David Jack knows what I'm talking about. Probably isn't what the hell I'm talking about. When Gig Young's a big advertising executive and he wants to get away from New York and he wants to get away from the city and all that stuff, and he drives into a small town, and he somehow his car gets stuck, and he goes to an ice cream parlor where they have ice cream for 10 cents. He can't believe it. And he winds up in the neighborhood he grew up in, and he sees himself as a kid, and he sees all his little friends as a kid, and he wants to be back as a kid. He wants to live that lifestyle. He goes to his house, and his parents are there, and his parents say, when he was a little kid, his parents are there, and they say, you had your time. Let these kids have their time. But he says, I like that time. I want to go back to that time. And that's me. I'm Gig Young. I feel like I'm in high school. I never left high school. And when going through the school that my kids went through, elementary school and junior high school and high school, I wanted to be part of the crowd. My mother would say, get the hell out of the school. But I feel like I'm part. And it was great going through 3rd grade and 4th grade with the kids again, and high school, because I had a wonderful time during that time, and I still have a wonderful time, but I still feel like I'm there. And when I'm with my kid at high school, and all the high school friends, I'm just like him and his friends. I'm like their friends. And going to the prom tonight, I wanted to go to the prom with Andrea. Now, of course, I could still get into my tux, but Andrea can't get into her dress. Anyway, hopefully she's not watching this vlog. But I didn't take Andrew to the prom. I didn't even know her at that time. I took Robin Packman to my prom, and I'll tell you that prom story. I don't feel like talking. I'm tired. I want to watch Shark Tank. But when I went to Jarrett, they have pre-prom. What the hell is pre-prom? When we have a prom, we went to the girl's house, my house. We took pictures with the parents. Then either went in a limousine or went in a car, drove to the prom. But here they call it a pre-prom. It's the same thing, pre-prom. And then there's a pre-prom. Then there's an after-prom. What the hell's the after-prom? When my prom was over at 10, 11 o'clock at night, and maybe we went to Country Club Diner. I can't remember what we did. And the next day we went to Atlantic City. But here, we went to this beautiful home, Fraser's home. Fraser has a home, and he has his friend Fraser. It's in the Bridle Path area or a Post Road area. These are areas where the homes are, I was going to say 2 million, but they're not 2 million. Where I live, the homes are 2 million, 1 million, 2 million. These homes are 10 million and 15 and 20 million. The area where we went to this, I don't know how much Fraser's house, but that's the area we were in. And it was a beautiful house, and everyone was also dressed up nice, and I didn't know I was going there, so I looked like a schmuck. I looked like a schlep. I'm unshaved, my hair's all disheveled, and they had a big, not a limousine, a bus limousine, a big white bus. Did you ever hear of a bus limousine? I don't know what the hell it is. I saw it tonight. It's a big white limousine bus. Not a limousine like a stretch limousine that celebrities get out of at the Oscars. I don't know how many kids were there. There were so many kids at this, as they say, this pre-prom, as they say. And a beautiful home, and their parents, Fraser's parents, were very nice first time I met them. And I wanted to stay. Andrea said, this is not your prom. Andrea said, she said it's in Yez's prom. It's her friends and her friends' parents in school. It's not your school. It's not Jarreds' prom. Jarreds' prom is next week. But I didn't care. I went to any prom. All the kids were there. I knew some of the kids. And I wanted to be there. I felt left out. I wanted to go home, get my tux, and go to the prom. And she said, we got to go. This is not your house. Believe me, I wish it was my house. But she pulled me out of there. I wanted to stay. So the kids right now are having a ball, and I feel left out. I feel like the wallflower. Andrew's at the in-laws' house. Lauren's with the girlfriend. Jarrett is at the prom. And I want to go to the prom too. I'm like Lando from Family Guy. Whatever Peter becomes Lando, something goes back to high school. I forgot his name. Lauren told me today. Anyway, so Jarrett's have a great time, Jarrett, and then yes, at the prom. I wish I could be with you. I could if you let me go in. And then I could chaperone. Who's spiking the punch? Do they have any punch? Anyway, and then after the prom, he said the prom starts at 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock and ends at 10 o'clock. What kind of prom is that? Then they go into a hotel. They check in a hotel, and then they go to a after prom. And maybe it's an after prom. I don't know what that. He was telling me, you think I listen when the kids talk? I don't. All I know is you're at the prom, then there's a pre-prom, then an after prom. Next week is his prom. So I'll be talking about his prom. But I felt it was great. I didn't feel like a parent. Oh, my little boy. I felt, I want to go. Why can't I go to the prom? Because I still feel like I'm in high school. And when I see my high school friends on Facebook, and they don't know who the hell I'm talking about, I'm not even going to talk about it. So who cares? All I'm saying is, I still feel like I'm in high school, and unfortunately, my high school in Northeast Philadelphia now has metal detectors. And where I saw the Planet of the Apes, the movie theater burnt down, and where I saw Mary Poppins, they knocked that down. And where I saw Jerry Lewis movies, and I saw How to Succeed in Business. It's now a furniture store. It's horrible. When I go back, it's not where I grew up, but it's not where I grew up, if you know what I mean. It's horrible. So all my wonderful memories are in my head. I live in my own Trafalmador. My friend Reed Goldstein knows what I'm talking about. It's from Slaughterhouse 5. But I just wanted to have a great time at the prom, and Yez and Jarrett and all your little friends. And it was great fun being at the house tonight, the pre-prom. And I'm going to go on the bus with everybody. So maybe next week at Jarrett's prom, I'll sneak in. I'll wear my tux, because it still fits me. And I'll go to the pre-prom, the after-prom. We'll go to the hotel. Because I remember the hotel that we went to at my prom. We went to a hotel. I remember the room was so small. When I put in the key, I broke the mirror. The room was so small. The mice were walking hunchback. The room was so small. When I was combing my hair, strands of my hair fell on the floor, and we had wall-to-wall carpeting. That's how small. And Brandon Graves were laughing at all these jokes. My mom would say to Brandon, what the hell are you laughing at these jokes for? Brandon's my biggest fan. So Brandon and yes, everybody, have a wonderful time at the prom. I'll do another blog next week about Jarrett's prom. And all the wonderful school years in high school. I can't believe it. He went to college a few days ago. Went to Guelph College. I don't know where the hell he's going to, but who the hell cares? They're at the prom. All right, have fun at the prom. We'll talk next week, and that's my blog for today. Goodbye. Take me to the prom. Goodbye.